Hi Brugsers and welcome back. I am here in my lounge room enjoying this peaceful moment in this pandemic we're all facing. Absolutely cruel world that we all deal with, but look, it is what it is. Recently just put up an Instagram poll / story / questionnaire little moment of like, ask me some transgender questions or anything juicy that you want to know. And here we are. I wrote them down in my beautiful book, Home is Where Your Cat Is, which is very, I feel like I haven't done these pillows. I'm a jumper Puma. Very unlike me because I actually really hate jumpers and jackets and I hate all of those things because they're not very comfortable and yeah, I don't really enjoy wearing them. I usually have cropped up, tits out, tits to chin. It's the only vibe I like. And it's the only vibe I like kind of go for. Like wearing this, I'm like, I'm actually quite cozy if I'm honest. But no, I wanted to do another little quick video moment here. Just talk about all sorts of different sort of transgender shenanigans that I face in my life. It's very crazy if you knew that BTS behind the scenes. Don't know why I did that. I think this is an Officeworks book actually. It's so cute. Anyway, so I wrote down all the questions in here regarding my transgender life, regarding my transgender attitude and my transgender dysphoria. So here I am going to address all these questions, which is really fun and juicy. What made the click in your head that you were trans? Because I'm still trying to find myself. Honestly, like I lived my life, like I lived my daily life of my childhood just thinking I was a girl. I would always be in girls' clothes, I was always dressing up, you know, I was always doing feminine things. I feel like there's not a specific age that I can pinpoint when exactly I was like, yes, I'm trans in my head or anything like that, because I don't know, it just is something that it's always felt so natural within my soul. That got deep real quick. That's me when I say like, you'll know when the time is right for you. Everyone experiences their transition differently. Honestly, everything will completely happen the way it's supposed to happen, and I think that's one thing that people really need to understand and get, because I'm someone that still faces that problem of like things not getting done in a certain time. Honestly, the universe is crazy and everything that happens for a reason. Stop hissing, it's just crazy. If you're someone that is struggling with the sense within yourself and you're thinking that, you know, it's too late or it's going really slow, it probably is, but it's okay. You'll get through it. There's no way that's gonna be, it's like tomorrow's not quick enough for me. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's different. It'll happen when the time's right for you. Even if you're probably thinking, why all these horrible things happening to me? They're happening because unfortunately we're transgender and horrible things happen to us. But we get over it. We truly will. You honestly will have your day. You'll come to a point, you'll be like, wow, I've been through so much, and you won't be able to believe it. Like, when I think about everything that I've gone through within my transition, I'm like, wow, that is crazy. Like, I feel like it was yesterday I got my face done. I feel like it was a week ago that I had fucking bandages all over my forehead, all over my chin, cheeks, everywhere. Like, I honestly cannot believe it was in May last year. Like, oh my God, it was my first time overseas as well, so don't worry. It'll happen when it's supposed to, and it'll be good. Just enjoy the ride while you're there. I mean, you probably won't enjoy it because you're still suicidal thinking that you want to kill yourself every day. But besides that, you will get through it and you will appreciate it more than ever. Hopefully you've got a really good support group. Your day will come. And when it comes, you better work it, bitch. Ooh, I sound like RuPaul. What is your biggest insecurity? God, that's deep. Within myself and my gender of my dysphoric values, my voice, obviously, is my most hated thing about myself. I really do not like, but I'm working day by day to really love myself and just, I don't need to hate it. It's my voice and I should be happy. I'm not happy, I'm fucking raging. Let's try and think positive about it, you know? Let's try not always think about it. But after I've had some sips of vodka, I definitely know how to get that voice right out there and nail it. But no, I definitely have times when I get insecure within my voice and I feel like I sound very masculine or I sound very boy, or I sound very man, like it's just hot. A lot of trans people that face similar issues regarding the same sort of thing. I feel like I get very concerned with how quick time's going. Like I don't get how we're in 2020. Please tell me, I mean 2020 is already cancelled anyway. So I would get very nervous and scared in the sense of me not having certain things completed by a certain time frame in my transition. A lot of other trans people that, you know, started transitioning from when they were 14, and they've just literally got the voice of Britney Spears and Toxic. Like, they literally sound amazing. How much did your boob job cost? It costed a good, I don't know, nothing. I don't have a boob job. We're flat-chested here. Okay, ow, that actually really... I got my breasts. I haven't got my breasts done yet because, yeah, well, I mean, it's a whole dilemma of, you know, time frames in transitioning to get sort of surgeries and operations done. Like breast, you need to be on a certain amount of hormones for, which is a whole nother can of worms that I'm gonna do in a video. I'm gonna actually address a few things. So I got a couple of questions regarding hormones and HRT, like hormone replacement therapy. I've been asked a lot of questions about that, and I think the best thing to do is just do a whole new video on that. I'm gonna do a complete different video on addressing hormonal stuff, and I don't really want to get stuck into that right now because it's very dramatic and it's very annoying and it's very draining. But I promise I'll talk about that stuff soon. Do people treat you different because you're trans? Absolutely. See, this question's very like controversial, I feel, within cisgender and non-cisgender people. I find that being a trans woman myself, I'm always questioning things. So if I'm like, just for instance, if someone gives me a weird look, I automatically think they've clocked me. You know, they think I'm a bloke, they think I'm a man, they think I got a dick. Transphobic. What even defines a woman and what defines a man? Like, this topic just goes on and on because it's like, what is a man and what is a woman? Like, gender expression and self-expression is such... No, we're not going outside. A lot of men's that I've been with literally just objectify me and look at me as a complete object. They don't see me as a valid human, which is very frustrating and annoying, whether or not it's from a fetishizing, fetishizing. So, as a trans woman, I'm very fetishized. Imagine just having to constantly feel like you're not worthy. It's like, who are you? Why am I worthy? You should be worthy of me. And even women, like cis women, I find treat me so different. Cis women do not treat me, oh, I don't even know what decade and era of my life I should even talk about. Just from some circle groups I've been with, it's been very like, I've definitely been treated a lot more harsh just because they're like, well, you're, I don't know, like some women are just fucked in this world, like. Have you got a penis? That is so rude and invasive. What is the love life update? Unfortunately, there's no love life in my life right now. Not even in my Colombian fantasy do I even have a love interest. Like, it's just non-existent. The only interest I'm in is cashed up men that want to spend their money on me. Otherwise, fuck off. Are you going to, or have you already done SRS? And for those people that don't know, SRS is sexual reassignment surgery, which is when a male to female trans person will have their penis turned into a vagina, and vice versa for female to male. To a degree. It's a very I've always avoided talking about stuff when it comes to genitals and stuff like that because I never truly felt right. Talking about it always made me feel uncomfortable. Someone that suffers with gender dysphoria, of course it makes me feel uncomfortable talking about that aspect of my life because it's like, you just don't want to really talk about it. You know, like, have you had the surgery, the snip, the surgery? A lot of people are different in the way that they want to go about that. I'm someone, or I know there's people, it can help a lot of people and it can fix the way that they're perceiving their own self. It really helps people's gender dysphoria. And I think if it makes you happy, then go for it. Like, everyone's entitled to do what they want to their own body. Pro-life, the fuck out of here, Caitlin Bennett. So with the whole penis thing, for a trans woman, from my perspective, it's something that you honestly don't need to have. You don't need to have it and you don't not need to have it. Just do what is right for you, what makes you feel complete, what makes your soul feel good. Do that. Do whatever makes your soul feel good. That's what makes you happy. And that's what's gonna make you wanna live your days and live your life. I mean, we're not living our life right now in this pandemic, but you know, eventually we'll live our life after all this fuckery. Honestly, don't let it define you. Don't let anyone else let it define you. Just always remember, as long as you know your self-worth and as long as you know your truth, then who cares what anyone else thinks? Like, literally, who cares? Irrelevant. What I will say is there is an appointment with holding soon, and I'm excited. At the end of the day, a penis doesn't define a man and a vagina does not define a woman. What exact surgeries have you had? So I've had facial feminization surgery, which is, well, what I got in my facial feminization surgeries. I got a rhinoplasty, my forehead lowered, a chin and jaw shave, and AccuSculpt, which is lovely. I lost my V card to a trans and wasn't supposed to smell that bad. Well, I don't know who you're sleeping with, but do you mind if I ask you the size of your implants? I want the same for my own surgery. I haven't actually had any, oh my God, I've been flooded with messages regarding breast stuff, and I haven't had a breast augmentation, I haven't had my boobs done. It's something that I've got set up later down the track, 110%. If you're a new Kiwi girl. I'm definitely getting them done really soon, which is very exciting. But in this pandemic we're currently in right now, there's no really telling when or how anything's going to be happening, because all my surgeries are now on hold. Like, I just want to go back and get nipped and tucked in South Korea. Now here I am having to wait, sit at home in quarantine, reading out of a book, writing my own Instagram questions, because I don't even have a laptop or another phone, which I don't know why. Has anyone referred to you as the opposite gender? I think a simpler question is if I've been referred to the correct gender pronouns I go by, because everyone in the city that we live in wants to be malicious and rude and transphobic. What do you put up with that you wish you didn't have to? See, like, all these questions are like just all about being clocked and stuff. Like, no one wants to be clocked. No one wants to be clocked. No one wants to be misgendered. Respect it. If you slip up, correct yourself. If you're gonna ignore it, you look like more of a dick, and I literally won't even, I'll be so sour to you for the rest of the night. Because it's like, ew. Ugh. Get away from me. I feel like I always have to explain myself. I hate having to always explain myself and feel like I'm not valid and my feelings aren't valid. I find that a lot within cisgender women's boyfriend. Okay, if I'll be going to an event and their boyfriend misgenders me or something, like, I'm the bad one for being upset about it. Like, they'll act like I'm the bitch because I'm the one that sit there like, it's like, bitch, why would I want to be referred to as he and him? Do I look like a he and him? Do I look like I go by him? Do I look like I go by he? You know I don't go by that, so why slip up? It was an accident, but it's not an accident. It's malicious, and you know what you do now. In the sense of when I feel like I need to express, when I feel like I want to express my feelings and someone invalidates it, that really pisses me off, because it's like, why are you more important? This is something you don't have to worry about in your everyday life. That's, you know, that's easy and good for you, but for me, this is my life and this is my everyday life. And if someone doesn't respect that, then I'm not gonna respect them. And I'm gonna be a bitch, and I'm gonna be a sour bitch, and I'm gonna let it be known. I'm over the cis girls thinking that they're entitled to me being invalid to my own feelings. Shut the fuck up. Who are you? Who are you? You don't have to worry about this, so please stop talking. Please stop telling me that I don't need to feel this way and that it wasn't malicious. Mind your business. I can feel however the fuck I want to feel. It happened to me, it didn't happen to you. I have gender dysphoria, you don't. Shut the fuck up. This isn't a topic for you to even speak on. Now that that's over, do you feel like male to female get better treatment within gay bars / the gay scene than female to male? That's an interesting question. I can't, like, I feel like you can only go off your own experiences. I definitely noticed, what are you growling at? Are you grumpy? Stop fighting. There's no way to really say there's no definite answer to who gets treated worse or more. He likes being held. I actually bred and raised him from the day he was born. This is Regina's real birth. Come here, Regina. Any regrets or anything he would have done differently? And honestly, no, because I'm a person that really, like, I'm big on everything happens for a reason. I'm big on, would I ever date someone else that's transgender? Absolutely, of course I would. I don't see why not. If I find someone that I love and I connect well with them, then of course, like, I don't have a, yeah, yes. How do guys react when they find out I'm trans? I'm not really like on the hookup scene. Like I'm not really in like the dating scene of going out and like meeting guys or anything like that really. I literally only see sugar daddies. Like I don't see, but I guess that is a love life. When they find out I'm trans, they usually don't. Like they always ask, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? And they're like, so you were born a man? And then I'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, how? And I'll be like, what? I don't know, physics? I don't know, X and Y chromosomes, XXYY, whatever the chromosome may be. But yeah, it's usually like, oh, what? Like, you're trans? Or like something like bullshit like that. Or like, oh, you're a tranny. Who are you to be using that sort of language? Regina, come on. Who are you to be using that sort of disrespectful language? You malicious, self-inflicting, conniving, revengeful dog. And after these like rat bastards have been rude, then they'll be like, you're actually really hot, like let's hook up. And I'm like, no. Unless they, you know, fit the bill real good. Usually the guys that I've hooked up with knew prior that I was trans, just from socials or whatever, or looking me up. I don't know what they get up to. What is my type of guy? Randy Orton? That is my type. My type is Mr. Randy Orton. Is Randy Orton, the Viper, Mr. RKO himself, Randy motherfucking Orton, and Joe Goldberg. Like, they could both face fuck me and I would be very happy and I could die. How much was your face? Oh, like, why don't you mind your $35,000 damn business? What dating apps do you use? I'm literally only on Grindr, Bumble, and I'm banned from all the others. And literally everyone reports me for being trans. Like, that's what I mean. In the city I live in, a lot of the boys around here are really rude and are out to get me for no reason. I don't get what they're, like, get alive. Do you have plans on changing your name? No, I do not. I would never change my name. I literally love the name I was born with. Blake Lively, Blake Butler. It is a woman's name. It is an intergender name. Intergender? Gender neutral. What? I've been watching too much wrestling at the moment. That is another thing I get really pissed off about actually, is when people are like, but Blake's a boy's name. I'm like, no it's not. Blake is not a boy's name. Blake Lively, Blake Butler. Like, it's not a boy's name, fuck off. It really irks me. That wasn't even the question. The question is if I'm changing my name. No, I'm not changing my name. I love my name, I'll always be Blake Bonsabrella Butler. Yeah, I love it. Do you think I should change my name? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, do you think I've got a boy's name? Do you think I've got a bloke's name? Do you think Blake sounds like a man than a girl? If that's how you really think, then I just really need you to sign off. When did have I got any, or will I have plans to get filler? And no, I don't have any filler in my face or anywhere, but stop touching stuff. But definitely in the future I will 1000% be looking for filler. I want to get my under eyes filled because I always have bags in every line of the ears, no matter what. I just always feel like I just really want to smooth under my eyes. So I want to get under eye filler. I wouldn't mind a little bit of cheek filler. That's about it. Have you had your lips done? No. I literally get asked that more if I'm trans or not. Like, I get asked if my lips are real more than I get misgendered. Swear to God, literally, everyone always literally says if my lips are real fake, and I've got real lips. It's the only thing left real on my face. I really want a brow lift, and both, here we go. We're already getting into the surgery. I need to sanitize before I be thinking crazy again over these surgeries. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What you want to see, what you want, what's tea, what did you like about me? I don't know, tell me what did you do today? I want to know. No, thank you for watching. Bye.